High School Gymnasium. To quote Joe Tate, this is Mac Aljancic sitting alongside Louisville graduate and athletic Hall of Famer Brian Beatty. We're here to broadcast the game between the 4-1 Louisville Leopards and the 3-2 Boardman Spartans in an exciting Friday night non-league matchup. Brian, it's going to be a fun game tonight. Leopards are playing a big Division I school that's going to have some big Division I bodies, so it'll be exciting to see a good game between two well-schooled and talented teams.
That's for sure tonight. Welcome to Louisville High School. What a great atmosphere for a game on Friday. Yeah, we're looking for a great contest. Two pretty evenly matched teams that we should have an exciting time.
Yeah, Brian, you want to take us through Louisville, how their season's gone so far?
Yeah, the Leopards are 4-1 on the season. The first win on this year was on the road with Perry. They won 71-48, a very impressive win by the Leopards. Then they were at South Range, another impressive win, 61-39. Had a little trouble with Alliance. At Alliance, that's always a tough opponent. They play each other well. It's usually whoever's at home gets the win there, and the Alliance got them on the road that night, 61-55. And they just beat an undefeated Canfield team last week, 63-59. That was played up in Cleveland. That was a great win. And then they were at Fitch and got another comeback win, 60-56. I was watching that online on Twitter, and that was a heck of a comeback.
Yeah, it kind of mirrored a little bit of the Alliance game. I know the Alliance game was kind of nip and tuck, and Alliance stretched it out in the third quarter. I think they got up double digits. Louisville made a big run, but couldn't quite put over the hump, whereas the Fitch game, from what I understand, I didn't get the chance to see the game, but Fitch really stretched it out. It wasn't looking pretty very much in the middle of the game, and the Leopards made a big run down the stretch.
They sure did. That was a great win and great momentum coming into this game tonight.
Yeah, in the Louisville game, Louisville's second leading scorer, Haden Nigro, suffered a concussion symptom, so he sat out the last two games, so other guys had to step up. I know Tyler Bolden and A.J. Lingenholt kind of filled the gap against Canfield. And I know Will Aljancic, my nephew, he's had some big games, and I believe he put up, 31, I think, against Fitch.
Yeah, that's right, 31 points. He's having a heck of a season, and hopefully that continues again tonight.
Yeah, so we'll just say our broadcasters here were a couple of defensive specialists back when we played for the Leopards, so I don't think either of us maybe combined for 31 points in a month, but somebody's got to do the dirty work.
No, that's for sure. I say that my daughter shoots more one quarter than I did my whole career.
Let me take you through Boardman's season so far. Boardman started the season with a 50-49 win at Youngstown Cheney. They then defeated Talmadge, always a good basketball program, 59-55 at home. Beat Youngstown Ursuline, who I believe won the football state championship right there, if I remember right, 44-36. They played Cheney again just a week after their opening meeting and lost 45-29. And then last week they suffered their second loss this season, a tight 48-43 loss to Lake, which in Lake's always a good program. Lake's got a good win over McKinley this year. So Boardman, 2 losses on the year, but they played some good opponents, and they're definitely battle-tested just like the Leopards.
Yes, they are well-tested.
So it'll be interesting to see, like I said, Haden Nigro back after missing 2.5 games with an injury. So other guys will remesh it. During his absence, a couple of freshmen stepped up. Coach Siegfried's son, Bo Siegfried, really played some steady ball and played some big fourth quarter minutes against Alliance, and I know played a decent minutes in the last 2 games, trying to bring some steady guard play. And alongside with him, Braden Gross, another freshman, number 12, has been getting some minutes as well, kind of playing sometime in the paint. And I know talking to some Leopard fans, they really impressed, especially in the last game, what he's doing. Actually got in the JV game, which Louisville won in overtime. I think it was
58-56.
Yeah, 58-56. Down the stretch, hit a big layup. But anyways, Braden Gross had a dunk there in the middle of that game. Don't see too many dunks in JV games anymore.
No, that's for sure.
So we're excited to bring this game to you. Here produced by Jake Taggart and Rob Johnson. They're doing the technical work there. We're excited to bring this here on a Friday night here before the holiday break. See the Leopard cheerleaders in their some nice. They're Christmas sweaters in the Louisville student section, dressed up in their holiday attire. I see even a Polar Express conductor and all that. So it's going to be a fun night of basketball. The gym's warm, and we're going to see some good play tonight. So we're excited to bring this to you. Also, before we get started, I want to say with Brian here, Sammy's daughter's an 8th grader on the 8th grade basketball team, and they are undefeated on the year, 5-0, just like the 7th grade team. So the girls program has been playing really well.
Yeah, they have. Looking forward to a game Monday and have a little holiday break. But yeah, the girls are playing really well together.
All right, so we're going to turn it back over to our PA announcer here.
On behalf of the Board of Education, administration of both Louisville local schools, we welcome you to the Louisville High School for tonight's contest featuring our visiting friends from Boardman High School and you Louisville Leps. Let's make this contest enjoyable one by remembering to respect each other and respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials are Kristen Santos, Ken Hart, and Ann Young. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you join us as we celebrate the United States of America. The freedoms which we as Americans enjoy have been earned and protected by many brave and dedicated folks. The American flag and national emblem has accompanied brave Americans who fought for our republic as freedom fighters, liberators, and champions of justice for all purposes. Before we honor our brave and dedicated American heroes, we ask that you please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. After a brief moment of silence and reflection, we ask that you join in the singing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to introduce the stars of tonight's game. First off, for the Boardman Spartans, led by head coach Pat Birch, assisted by Coach Steve Flores, Coach Tom King, and Coach Dylan Rosella. Here is the start. Number 8. Number 2, Trey DePietro. Number 4, Straggat. Number 12, Luke Ryan. Number 35, Harlan Morath. And now for your starting lineup for your Louisville Leps. Head coach Tom Siegfried, assisted by Owen Rainey and Kim Schilling. Your starters, number 0, Zach Seaman.
Coach Siegfried before the game. He said kind of the key, Boardman's, the two guys that get Boardman going is Trey DePietro, a 6'6" senior power forward, and Luke Ryan, a small guard for Boardman here. So those are the guys that they feed off of. DePietro's younger brother, Brady DePietro, is also a solid player off the bench for him. Luke Ryan's one of the few Ryan brothers have come through the Boardman Spartan program. So be a good matchup here, tipping off between a couple of 6'6", 6'7" guys here. AJ Lingenhall getting ready to tip off, started by Nigro. And tip goes to the Leopards. Aljancic, first shot. Rebound by Tyler Bolden, just short. Spartans in transition. Anthony Hightower running the point for the Boardman. Gives to Ryan. Over to Hightower. Trey DePietro puts first baskets in for the ball game there. Into Nigro. Spartans in a 2-2-1 press. Nigro takes it up. Gets the foul, gets the bucket. Haden does a great job, but he just draws contact. He goes strong and finishes.
And nice seeing him taking a little bit of contact and not flinching there, taking it strong to the hoop.
I was checking some max prep stats here during the week, and he's near the state leader. He's got a lot of foul shots, so he gets to the line a lot. Three-two Leopards. Louisville on the soft man press there. Seth Cervello bringing it up for the Spartans. Over to Ryan. Back to Cervello. Hightower feeds it inside, and Trey DePietro gets his second basket. Aljancic buries the three from the corner. Leopards in the press again. Aljancic on Ryan here. Over to Cervello. Hightower gets the roll. 6 apiece here, 6:05 left in the first quarter. Boardman in the zone 2-2-1 press here.
Got a little sloppy with the ball there and got the turnover.
Hightower kicks it out. And Cervello buries a three.
Another turnover by the Leopards.
Rebound there. Stand the pressure. Aljancic bring it up the left wing. Spins. In and out. AJ. In transition. And air ball by Cervello. All right, yeah, Louisville's got to watch Haden's strong dribble, but sometimes with zone press, you got to see the floor, and the Spartans are covering a lot of ground right now.
Yeah, they're being very aggressive on defense, giving the Leopards a little bit of trouble here early.
Seaman makes a nice pass. We got a little push on the side there. So it looks like Boardman's kind of running man press. We're looking to trap at half court, kind of a combo of a matchup, almost like that 2-2-1 concept. Wholesale subs coming in for Boardman in their maroon uniforms. Nigro set to take it out. Out to Tyler Bolden. Boardman in a, looks like a little 2-3 zone. Lingenholt kicks it out. Top, Boardman from the foul line. Lingenholt keeps it out. Pass inside. And DePietro draws a foul.
Fouls on AJ. That's his first foul.
Number 40, AJ Lingenholt, his first.
Boardman do a good job of pushing transition and moving the ball well so far, as they got a 9-6 lead midway through the first quarter. Petro with 4 points in the game, takes his first shot, and holds it short. Spartans. Anthony Hightower back in. The man press there. Seaman skips over to Boardman. Select another turnover. Hightower kicks it over now back to DePietro. Leopards in the man-to-man.
That's good defense by AJ there.
Yeah. AJ kind of guarded a more agile big man, so AJ doing a good job moving his feet. He's definitely a hard worker and did that in the pigskin this year in football, and he's going to do that in basketball as well. Nice pass down the middle to Nigro. Kicks over to Seaman. Nigro inside, great dish. Up strong and gets the nice left hand up there.
Nice pass by Nigro there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Good finish.
Beautiful pass there. Spartans one little travel, but Zebra saw it a different way. Leopards stayed in the man press there. Man-to-man, I'm sorry, half court. Hightower in the left corner, takes it strong to the hoop. Does not get the rebound, Lingenholt. Nigro attack in the middle. Boardman goes up with it. Is it long? Back to the Spartans. 10-8 Lewis, 10-8 Spartans. 3:23 left in the first quarter. Charlie Roberts comes in for the Leopards, along with freshman Braden Gross. Token man pressure here, as Hightower brings it up. Dribble hand out to Ben Alvaricchio. Blocked by Tyler Bolden there. Danny Zarin's shot. As we'll get these Boardman names down here.
Slowly but surely.
All right. Double pick action there. Brady DePietro, younger brother, I should say, of Trey. Hightower back to the ball, quick off the dribble. Nice backdoor pass, back to Hightower. Nice cut, DePietro feet inside. 3-point shot, no.
Nice box out by the Leopards there, getting only one shot up.
Tipped out of bounds there.
Another tip by Boardman. That's a stat that Rick Pitino always kept. Tip balls.
Yes.
It really slows momentum down and causes turnovers, but.
Yep, they're pretty active, getting in the passing lanes, and those add up, definitely. Aljancic puts on the second three of the game there. Leopards go up 11-10 here. 2:25 left first quarter.
By Will Aljancic.
Roberts on the defense. Leopards run a double team. Timeout called there by Spartans there.
Good defense by the Leopards, forcing Boardman to take their first timeout.
Good job. So far is Louisville, a couple of Will Aljancic threes have put them in the lead. Boardman's full court pressure has kind of led to, I think, 3 or 4 turnovers so far in that, and a couple of baskets. So I think for Louisville, and this has been kind of their story throughout this year, is if they can handle the pressure, good things are going to happen. If they get sloppy in the turnovers, that's where they dig themselves a hole, which they did against Alliance. Couldn't get out of against Fitch. Unfortunately, they did get out of.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, they need to clean it up a little bit, but I'm impressed by Louisville's defense also. The help side, the cut to the basket, they seem to be helped on all their cuts. They're playing well as a team on defense.
Yep, like Chase Mueller's in for Louisville, another junior. Receiver there, picks up the pressure. And Seth Cervello. Luke Ryan there, ball there, back to Cervello. Trap there on DePietro, gets bumped around and gets turnover. Good job by Louisville putting the trap in the corner. Nigro brings it up, slows the pace. Pick and roll, goes up strong. In and out. Hightower comes up the bobble and takes a strong, puts it in. 12-11, Boardman. 1:31 left, first quarter. Kick ball there. A lot of times, key to beating the press. If you can get that ball in the middle there, it's easier said than done against those long high school bodies, but
that's for sure.
Aljancic brings it up here across the timeline. Back to Will in the corner, takes up strong with the right hand, draws the foul.
Great take there by Will.
And one thing I know Will worked on this offseason as a sophomore in a nice, I think he got honorable mention All-Ohio, averaged about 14 a game, but he was pretty much a perimeter player. This year he's really worked on bringing the game inside and being more attacking with it, and that showed so far. I believe he's averaging 24 a game, according to Max Preps. Will's the fifth leading scorer in Ohio, according to Max Preps, and leading in three-point shots in Ohio from the stats earlier this week.
That's great.
Number 5, Brady DePietro.
Second shot here, looking to tie it up. Gets it to go. 12 all, 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Hightower penetrates inside. Kicks to Ryan, long. Charlie Roberts on the rebound. Jancic, nice cut. Tip, recovers, puts it up, gets it to go.
Good recovery by Aljancic there to finish that.
14-12 Leopards. Aljancic has 9 points in the opening stanza. We're still going for a 1-3-1 trap zone there. They've been incorporating more. Kick over to Ryan, in and out. Grabbed by Mueller. 20
nice
seconds.
box out there by the freshman.
All right, Louisville getting their last shot here of the first quarter there. Aljancic deep from three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 2 seconds.
That one.
Final shot. Oh, Anthony Hightower answers with his own long three here, maybe honoring Steph Curry breaking the three-point record in the NBA. There's a couple of three-pointers from NBA range there.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, after 1 quarter of play, the Leopards up 17-15, an exciting first quarter.
Yeah, it was fast pace, a lot of action. Leopards had a little trouble there with some of their press, but seemed to get around it. They had some nice finishes to the basket. And the Leopards are playing some good defense also.
Yeah, so it's a matter of, obviously Will getting a hot start with 12 points there. So hopefully we can keep the other guys involved, but we got to make sure turnover-wise probably is what kept Boardman in it and their penetration. So just getting a little careless with the ball, and I get some more athletic, Division I. Boardman, I think, looking at enrollments there. Louisville's grades 10 through 12 enrollments about 340. Boardman is, I think, about 550. So More guys in the school. You got some more bodies, long bodies to draw from, and gonna be a good night here so far from what we've seen in the first half there.
Yeah, I was impressed with Leopards on their defensive rebounds too. Not many second shots for the Spartans or the first quarter.
Yes, great call on that. Yeah, definitely, because that's definitely can be a dagger in a coach's heart when you give up those second chance points.
For sure.
So hopefully Coach Siegfried, I know, sure not real excited about the turnovers there. Louisville's got their starting 5 in here, and I believe that tie up on the floor. Will Jancic getting dirty. And a jump ball. Good job by the Leopards there. Good scrapping by the scorer. Getting a little dirt down and dirty. Boardman in a 2-2-1 over the top to AJ. A little tight end action, catching it. Nice dump to the middle, Tyler Bolden. Out to Seaman, gonna reset it here. Pick and roll, feed inside, and
another deflection.
Yep. Ryan with the ball, out to DePietro, buries the 3. He's got 8 points on the game. And the 2-2-1, tipped, another turnover. Trey DePietro over, blocked by Bolden there.
Nice block and went off the Boardman player, so Leopards basketball.
Alvarico, not even off them there. Lingenhall with it. And off to Bolden. Right to the middle of AJ. Zach Seaman back out to Bolden. Nigro takes the point, picks his dribble up. A little slip action by Bolden. Nigro pulls out, resets the offense. Feed inside, Nigro rubs off, takes the 3-point shot, in and out. And back out, box out by Trey DePietro. Nigro picks up the foul. Been pretty clean first half foul-wise there. That's Boardman's second, or Leopard's second foul. Boardman has 3.
Team second the first half.
6:19 left here in the first half. Cervello with the ball. Leopards run a double team at him.
Defense there by the Leopards.
Just out of the reach of Aljancic. Petro, spin, night, great job by AJ Lingenhall.
Another great defensive play by AJ.
All right, what are we calling here? Looks like we're going to have a block on the floor.
Yeah, I think they're going to call it on the floor.
AJ's using a good job using his body and kind of using the sideline and took him out of play there. Petro out of play so far.
Team 4.
2 fouls there on Cervello. Nigro up strong. There we go. He's just strong inside there. Draws contract, gets his good shot off.
Going for a 3-point play, number 24, Haden Nigro. Back in the line for the Spartans, number 1, Anthony Hightower.
Haden, Lewis was in the middle of a pretty busy stretch there. They played Canfield Sunday, Fitch Tuesday. Got the Boardman today. Play Barberton tomorrow. But Haden's certainly shaking off the rust. Playing pretty well so far. 6 points on the game so far.
That was the 3rd foul on Cervello. He goes to the bench.
Yeah, he just picked up his 2nd right before that, so couldn't get him out. Hightower, Don't know about that call.
Number 0, Zach Seaman,
Seaman he's definitely stabbed in there. Might have been a little bit underneath the hoop. Zach's kind of a guy after our 2 hearts. He's the defensive glue guy for the Leopards.
That's for sure. Hustling all over the floor. Makes nice passes.
He's definitely
dirt work.
Yeah, definitely did the same thing on the football field. Coach Beatty was with them there, and he was a little bit of everything. 20-20 right now, 5:34. Will with a quick three, in and off the back iron. Boardman clears, Trey to Petro. Over to Ryan. Takes it inside, draws the foul, and the basket. Ryan and Aljancic kind of going for the best tear contest here in the game tonight. Ryan got the advantage there with the taking it strong to the hole. Who'd they get the foul on there? I didn't see. Was that on Will?
Yeah. Actually, that was Groves.
Okay, there you go. All right. Foul. This is the free throw. Another tip there.
Ryan with some quick hands.
It's the Patino point there, right? Boardman's pretty much been dropping back into man, playing doing more of a zone press back to man here. Nigro brings it up. Coach Siegfried barks out the play. Double ball screen. Jancic knifes through. Oh. Beautiful with the left hand. He's got a really nice right hand finish first quarter, does a left hand finish. That's 14 for Will on the night. Tied at 22. Boardman slowed the pace some here in the second quarter. Ball in the hands of their leading scorer to Petro. Hightower takes it strong. Gets the easy two. It's 11 points for Hightower. Another turnover. Bolden with the block, but draws the foul, looks like.
Foul number 22, Tyler Bolden, his first, team fifth. Borderline shooting number 1, Anthony Hightower.
Turnover's been definitely plaguing Leopards here in the press so far. Bo Siegfried gets his first varsity action for the night tonight. Bo, for a young freshman, has been very steady with the ball in his play, so see how he
Had a ball in his hand for a long time.
yes, he does. He's been a gym rat since he's been a little kid there, so. Misses both. Boardman trapping off the miss. Nigro with the Euro step. Draws a charge there.
It's going to be his second foul.
Number 24, Haden Nigro, his second player control foul, team 6.
Nico Holchka.
Back in the ball game, number 22.
Holshua, sorry. Draws the charge there. Leopards picking up token man pressure there. Down 2 here, 3:55 left here in the second quarter. Up top to Ryan. Takes it inside. Deflected by Mueller. Stepped on line. Leopard ball. Good recovery by Chase Mueller to stop the basket. Cross there. So another freshman there. Braden Gross. Another tip. Ball on the floor. Boardman comes up with it. Dropped in there by Usha. 26-22. Leopards are moving the wrong way here. Gets it across to Siegfried. Back over to Gross.
Another turnover for the Leopards.
Yep, Mueller shuffled his feet there. I've coached middle school basketball forever. I've told my teams that I've found that this basketball comes on a simple thing. Whoever gets more easy shots usually wins. And if you create turnovers, you're getting easy shots. And if you're committing turnovers, you're not able to put the ball in the basket. And that's been the difference so far. Beautiful take by Ben Alvarico, and the Leopards call time.
Louisville, 30-second timeout.
Well, Leopards trailing 28-22. Boardman, I believe, is on an 8-0 run here. Now, what do you think, Coach Beatty? What are some keys here we got to do to try to cut down these turnovers?
I just think, like you said, the turnovers, more sharper passes. Some of the passes aren't as sharp. Maybe look at the bounce pass a little bit and just take care of the ball. Good things will happen.
I say zone press, or man press, you're usually trying to see your man in the ball. Zone press, I say you got 10 eyes on you. They're definitely focused. So ball fakes, I think even just taking that one extra step to the passing lane, especially with how active the Spartans are, will help.
When the Leopards get their offense set up, they've been doing a great job taking the ball to the hoop and completing.
Yep. So Coach Siegfried kind of starting a little different set there. And gets it to the middle to Aljancic right there. Siegfried feeds inside Lingenhold, drop step, another left-hand hook off the back iron.
Good rebound by Mueller there.
Aljancic. Stumbles, another turnover off the back foot, and Leopards recover a little circus ball there.
I think that ball might be wet or something. That's all over the place there.
Got a little volleyball game here happening, a volleyball match, I should say.
They don't have the hockey floor down below this.
No, yeah, it's slippery, like Boston Garden. Good call there. Siegfried dishes, up strong, and draws a foul.
Great dish here, good drive, and a nice finish.
As you said, Bo's been a gym rat since he's been in diapers, and I've watched Bo a lot through the years. And just a smart, heady kid is wondering if he could handle the, I know going into the season, if he could handle the size and speed of varsity action, but he's done a great job so far, and that's another good job in attacking, reading the defense, dishing off to Tyler Bolden for the finish.
He's doing a great job.
Tyler thinks a huge key to Leopards not only this game but their season. Nigro and Aljancic are going to get their buckets, but Tyler's got a lot of talent. Just when he's playing aggressive, he's a huge asset.
Yes. He has twin brothers, 8th grade, correct?
Yep, Zach and Luke Hightower, his 13th bet point of the night. Another turnover. Hightower spins and kneels. Down with the shuffle. Yeah, Tyler's son of Bob Bolden, former Leopard basketball great, now the head basketball coach at Ohio University women's team.
Yeah, it's a great career coaching.
At Youngstown State.
Another reason why I only played defense, there wasn't enough basketballs on the floor. Aljancic, Bolden, and Burek on the floor. There's no way you're going to get a shot up.
Yes, Brian was part of the 1992-93 NBC champion and district champion Louisville. I think maybe the only Louisville team ever to make it to regionals.
Yeah, so far. Hopefully we change that this year.
Yes. Tyler with his 3rd point of the night. Leopards that year knocked off Triway in the district finals, Randy Montgomery's team.
Yes.
And took on up at the Jar Arena and James A. Rhodes Arena in Akron, took on Cleveland St. Joe's, which had a guy going to UNLV, and then Melvin Levitt, who played at Cincinnati, played in the NBA.
Yeah, they had a 7-footer go to UNLV.
Yeah, Brian Hosevar, I think it was. Yeah. You guys were pretty tight till early 4th, and
pulled away on us.
Size caught up. Their Leopards, I think, Mark Gibson, probably tallest, was maybe 6'4".
Yeah. That was stretching it.
Yes, but Brian did the dirty work as the Bolden and John Aljancic did the hard work. And ironically, Bob and John, their sons Will and Tyler now playing for the Leopards, teaming up. Yes. A couple of lethal weapons out there. Lethal weapon 3 with Nigro thrown in there. 30-26 Boardman, 1:08 left here in the first half. Double team on Hightower. Gets him with the hand check.
Number 22, Tyler Bowman.
And Haden Nigro, his uncle, Chad Nigro, I played against. He was one of the leading scorers. I think he was the leading scorer in Stark County from the Minerva Lions back in the day.
Yeah, he had a great career for the Lions.
Yeah, you're probably too young to guard him. I guarded him. I think I held him under his average. He might have still had 20, but
There you go.
Hightower to the line. 13 points so far on the night. I believe he's 0 for 3 at least from the foul line. He's missed his last 3. Boardman stays with the press off the miss there. Get in the middle. Good things happen. Aljancic. Long. Rebounded by Gross. Siegfried resets the offense. Haden Nigro with 2 fouls, so he's been out for the last several minutes. Little handoff to Aljancic. Dump in AJ. Gets the foul. Dismisses the in-one.
Foul on number 5, Brady DePietro, his first, teammate.
Yeah, I like AJ being aggressive out there.
Yes, yeah, he's
impressed with his performance so far this evening.
Yeah, he's another one that he's a key piece. I think if Louisville wants to make the next level, just get him inside, get those finishes. Teams are going to focus on the outside on, the scores. Nigro, Aljancic, and Bolden. He's going to get a lot of stuff inside. You can see right there that they kind of went out and pressured Will, and Will hit him on the dump off the ball screen.
Exactly. For Louisville, number 0, Zach Seaman.
AJ gets his 34 points on the night, the lefty.
Ball game for Louisville, number 5.
Charlie Roberts, Chase Mueller checks in. Gross and Lingenholm take a break here. 31.4 seconds left here in the first half. Leopards trail by 2. Swing over to Ryan, back to, nice pass by DePietro.
Zach a little late getting back there. Good hustle, but on the arm.
Zach Seaman is second.
That's 2 fouls on Zach.
To the line, number 23, Nico Horseshoe.
Yeah, Boardman killing me here, passing some guy named Nico Horseshoe, I believe is how they pronounced it, which is easier pronunciation than spelling. He needs to have an easy name like Aljancic, I think.
There you go.
Nico 2 points on the night. Wholesale substitution. Nigro comes in here for an offensive substitution here with 2 fouls.
We don't keep a running stats here, but Boardman scored a little bit from the free throw line.
Yeah,
I'll get those stats there at halftime for you.
Yes. Second shot. Nothing but net. 20.7 seconds left here, first half. Boardman up 3. Gets to the middle to Haden Nigro, kicks out to Bo Siegfried. First shot, long with the tip in.
Another great play by
AJ Lingenholm soaring for the putback in the air. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Hightower leaves it short at the buzzer. So, 2 periods in the book. We thought it would be an exciting night. Definitely is so far. Boardman leads 31-30.
Yeah, great first half of action there. Leopards are down 1, but a little momentum there going into halftime. AJ's playing well there with that bucket.
Yeah.
I think coach will get game plan put together here at halftime to get this press and take care of the ball a little bit better the second half, and it should be an exciting second half.
Let's take a look here at our Leopard cheerleaders, who's been a perennial state power, a lot of great achievements in state competitions here. All right, up next here on this NBA-like halftime performance. We got the Little Dribblers. I'm part of the Leopard basketball program, and I had the Little Dribblers. Coach Siegfried, I must really compliment him. He does a great job with the younger program. Each fall in October, what he does is he does during the week, he does basically practices, kind of like stations. So these young guys come in once a week, and they come in for an hour, and they rotate through about 6 different stations, including ball handling. These are, I think, kindergarten through grade 2. So I got to work with them in the fall. It's always interesting working with that young, eager age. See a lot of young, excited faces out there, future Leopards. And then he also works with the grades 3 through 6 come in once a week as well and do station work and work on skills once during the midweek. And then on Saturdays, what Coach Siegfried does is he basically plays kind of like open gym. So the kids show up, the 3rd graders play on one court, and 4th players on the other, up 2 courts, play for a session, and we just divide them up into teams, and they'll play for about an hour and a half, and then the 5th and 6th graders come in and do that as well. So it does a good job of getting a lot of kids out playing, and then the kids are offered a chance if they want to play on some of the travel teams. We usually have 2 or 3 travel teams per grade that play usually in the Canton J-Babe Sturd League. They've gone up to Talmadge and played in Minerva in the past and so forth. So he does a good job getting a lot of kids out, and that really helps the program down the run. So we're going to let you watch these guys for a little bit, led by JV Coach Jake Pukish and freshman coach Corey Perez. Avery Andracic, a freshman out there, Jacob Galbraith. Full-witted. Will Puchabe, and I'm going to go with Tyler Jake. So we'll let them put a show on for a little bit. Hopefully you're enjoying this beautiful ball handling show. A few future Steph Currys, Kyrie Irving there, showing some moves there. Boardman's out to warm up here.
I'll get a shout out there to Grayson McCauley. His cousin is Luke Ryan for Boardman.
Yeah, he's a great ball player. Hey, just to let you know real quickly, we're brought to you by Jake Taggart, runs Straggat Media. You can find them. Jake, that's Taggart. You can find that. He can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook. They link these games. He does a lot of games. I did the girls' game just the other day. Linked on leopardnation.com, which is ran by LHS graduate Jared Heller. Jake's an LHS graduate as well. You can also see Leopard Lair videos. You can find their group on Facebook, and you can find a lot of neat things there. Do podcasts, do interviews, a lot of great graphics of our high school players here.
We're blessed in this community to have individuals like that that do so much for our team sports. I mean, we are very blessed. There's a lot of schools that don't even have this, this opportunity for people to. We have, 2 broadcasting booths up here and live filming.
Yeah, it's like an Ohio State game or something. Multiple here. Brian, real quick. Brian's a former Louisville Leopard star, football, and he also did basketball and baseball. But Brian's, after going to Louisville, has been kind of in touch with the game in different ways. He has helped coach on the Louisville football team, but he does a lot more than that. Keep it in action. He's going to tell us real quick about what he does.
Yeah, I've worked through the store with Beatty Sports, but my main thing in the off season is reconditioning of sports equipment, which is we specialize in football helmets, shoulder pads. We do a laundry service where we recondition the helmets and shoulder pads. We test them, make sure everything's up to standard Notsky standards, and then clean, sanitize, repaint, so they're ready to go come the spring. So yeah, it's been a great opportunity. I moved back up here 16 years ago, and the gentleman who had this area was retiring at Slowpeck. His boy played for Mount Union, so I kind of just fit right into the job. It's a no-brainer. I can wear shorts and T-shirts to work every day.
So you work with, and you're even saying, one thing is surprising because I know with helmets have changed, but you're saying if they're reconditioned properly, they can last kind of, what's their shelf life?
There's a shelf life of 10 years on a helmet. Any of the Riddell Shutt helmets, there's a 10-year lifespan. And they go through testing, to make sure, the helmets are up to par on what's Notsky, which kind of regulates all sports equipment. So, and I take great pride in that. It's, especially coaching football and being around kids. The safety is a huge part of the game. So
yeah, especially for the future of the game.
Yes, that's for sure.
And you say one thing people realize too is what you do in season besides supplying people with equipment. You do a lot?
We do a laundry service where go around and pick up close to 18, 20 schools a year. Pick up the dirty uniforms, we wash them, sew them back up, and have them back for the next week's game. So quick turnaround on that. We're usually done by Sunday evening and have the uniforms back to school by Wednesday and Thursday. So, yeah.
So you usually pick them up, Saturday after the JV games?
Yeah, much? Saturday and Sunday.
So sometimes the product that our fans see on the field, all the work that goes behind that there. That's not mom and dad just mom washing it there. And yeah, if your son plays high school football, you may find a few stitches in the shoulder. There's a science to that.
Yes. That's for sure. Yeah, I've met a lot of great coaches, great players that I go around fit a lot of different schools in the Northeast Ohio, even down in the Columbus, West Virginia area. So gotten to meet a lot of great coaches, a lot of great players. So it keeps me involved with the game, with coaching. So
good. Keep a lot of miles on the van there, right?
Yeah.
I've seen the white van.
Been through a few vans, that's for sure.
Well, 31-30, Boardman leads. Louisville led by Will Aljancic with 14 points. They had 12 in the first quarter. Haden Nigro returning from about a 9-day layoff due to concussion issues. It has 6 points. Tyler Bolden with 4. A.J. Lingenhole with 6. Kind of finished with 4 points there down the stretch. Boardman left with Anthony Hightower with 13 points, slicing through the lane. And Trey DiPietro, 8 points. I know talking to Coach Siegfried before the game, he said that's kind of their 1-2 punch. So starting the second half, Cervello gets the ball, guarded by Nigro. Key for the Leopards is cutting down on the turnovers, which just killed them in the first half, probably about 10 turnovers.
That's great defense there by Nigro. That backdoor cut, he defended it and ended up getting a forcing turnover.
Yep. When ruin their plans. Sometimes that foot slips. All right. Gets it right to the middle. Like I said, that's, I think, a key to beating the press. So you get the ball in the middle. You can see right now the press breaks down. Now you're down to one-on-one. Lepper with the first set of the second half on a little X game. Nigro gets the easy left-hand layup.
Like I said, as soon as the Leopards can get their half-court offense set up, they're doing a great job of finishing.
Got to get it across the 50-yard line, though. That's been the problem so far. Leopards take the lead, 32-31, running a double team there. Bolden. Nigro sticks with it. Got to be careful not to pick up his third. Cervello. Hands off to DePietro. Strong up high at the glass. Drops it in. Lingenhold playing in the middle right now. He's usually come up the side in the first half, so a little change of pace there. Nigro gets himself in trouble. Referee I guess like thought it was a travel. Haden got himself in trouble, and I thought he got rid of it, but it is what it is, the quote, famous NBA quote. All right, 33-32, Boardman, 6:43 left, early third quarter. Hightower with the crossover, guarded by Seaman. Cervello with the ball. Carter Moraz kicks out, ball in his hands. I'm going to call his name too much. He appears to be the glue guy for them. DePietro against Aljancic, couple of long scores, puts it up off the glass. Draws the foul on Aljancic. That Will was probably pretty good position there.
Yeah, that was a tough call there. I don't think Coach Siegfried agreed with it.
No, that was a little out of control and just kind of almost initiating contact. No call on our end there. Don't want to be a biased uncle there, but in and out. And as we said, Louisville's problem, first half turnover, Boardman.
Foul shooting for sure. We never did get stats yet, but they've missed quite a few tonight.
Gonna have to go to Brian Beatty. Might have to call you in for a little shot doctor. I remember you were automatic from the foul line, right?
Something like that.
The memory is.
Yeah, missed another one.
Yep. Over to Seaman. Seaman throws it out to Nigro. Nigro feeds it in. And A.J. Lingenhold with 8-point basket. 8 points of the game. Thought he was going to bring it, slam it home for their
second. I thought it was too. We were just talking about that at the football banquet Sunday.
Ah.
We need a dunk out of him.
He might bring the backboard down. Big man. Good shot fake. Leaves it short by Nika, and we got a foul there. I think that might be on Nigro. Alvarico. All right, Tyler Bolden picks up his third instead here. Let's see if Coach Siegfried has a short lead. Sure. Yeah, it's kind of hard with foul trouble. A lot of coaches 3 fouls in third. They want to sit kids. Tyler's a pretty heady kid. Just got to be smart. Some kids they just always grabby. Tyler, I don't think one of those guys. So. Coach going to ride him out here for a little bit there. Leopards up 1, 34-33. And this free throw here. Now Varico rolls it in. Right there back in the middle.
I like the way they're breaking the press here in the second half with AJ in the middle. Big body, and he's distributing the ball back to the guards.
Yep. Just move the ball around. Seaman hands it to Aljancic. Dumps inside Lingenhold, and DePietro picks up his second foul.
Back in the ball game for Boardman, number 5, Brady DePietro. Number 23, Nico
Holshoe and Brady DePietro, the younger brother, subbing for Boardman. Aljancic sets it up top. Leopard's very patient, methodical right now. Haden Nigro kicks it out. Seaman takes his first shot.
Who says he
And nails it. Zach gives a little smile there on that.
That's exactly one more three-pointer than I had in my career.
That makes two of us. The three-point line wasn't put in right about my end of my career, but Seaman's somebody I've had an opportunity. I've coached middle school forever. I've coached almost all these guys, actually all the guys on the floor. And Zach's got a guy, I think he does his role, but he has a better offensive game but I think he defers everybody. So it's good to see him do that. Hopefully break the ice for him there. Leopards up 37-34. 4:16 left, third quarter. Lingenhold draws a foul. And, just talking about Zach, you coached him. He's a great coachable kid and just really a great leader by work ethic and just character, I think.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He was a big part of our season this year. He had his injuries, but always played through them. Just a tough-nosed kid all around.
And I'll say this whole Leopard squad, they're playing there. I know most of them. I did not get a chance to coach Braden Gross, but really a good group of kids there. Likable kids, good teammates.
Yeah, they are.
Very coachable.
Number 12, Braden Gross.
I remember a story I heard Sam Retigliano, the former Browns coach, was talking about Marty Schottenheimer, who became a great NFL coach, but Marty was his defensive coordinator at the time, and Marty was complaining about, he coached Clay Matthews, who was an awesome player, and then Chip Banks, some of you Browns fans remember, was kind of the AFC version of Lawrence Taylor for a little while, but he was kind of a troubled player, and Marty was complaining about coaching Banks, and Sam said, hey, I don't pay you to coach Clay Matthews, I pay you to coach Chip Banks.
There you go.
Leopards break it open, 39, when I say break it open, but up 39-34. Six-point run here. And Boardman calls timeout.
Good start to the half for the Leopards.
Kind of been a game of runs there, and Louisville had a run early in the late first quarter. And then the second quarter, Boardman ran off 8 straight to go up 28-22. Louisville kind of answered with another run of their own to cut it to 1 at halftime, 31-30. And they've come out in the third quarter and jumped on a 9-3 lead here in the third quarter, including 6 straight points. So what do you think so far looking in the third quarter? What do you see in difference since the first half?
I think for sure them breaking the press with AJ in the middle. I think they get it to the big boy and he's distributing it back, making some nice sharp passes, and taking care of the ball.
One nice thing about a big guy, sometimes the theory you put in the middle of a ball handler and get it and kind of attack, but the other hand, you get a big guy, he's a big target, and then he can also see over, he's strong, strong with those, greedy hands basically, trying to get deflections, and he can see over and make sharp passes, and it's worked to perfection. I don't think we have a turnover here in the second half off the press, whereas
seemed a little bit more in control.
Yes.
Got the jitters out.
And as I said, easy shots are a key to the game, and when you keep the ball, you get a chance to put the orange thing in the orange thing.
Oh, there we go.
And there's a turnover, Nigro, and right back to him there. Leopards bring up their own little zone trap in action here. Hightower skips it over to Alvarico, back to Hightower. Charlie Roberts right on the spot there. Reset it. Nigro draws the foul on the floor. No seniors on the floor right now for Louisville. To be honest, they got a real bright future ahead.
Yeah, and that's what watching the little dribblers there at halftime. Coach Siegfried's built a great program here, and he starts with the young kids and working them all the way to the top here.
Mueller goes up, deflected, recovered. Nigro pulls it back out. A loud gym there. Boardman brought a good crowd here. Louisville faithful. Strong attendance here. Nigro goes up, off the glass, gets it in. 8 straight points for Leopards. Leopards in the 1-3-1 action. Haden going to be careful about getting his third here. Alvarico, in and out, covered by Leopards. Mueller to Aljancic, with the right hand finger roll. 43-34. Leopards with the extended 1-3-1 again. Hightower slices it to Petro. Hightower breaks the 10-0 run for Louisville, 43-36. 2:18 left, third quarter. Middle to Gross. Back to Nigro. Nigro puts it up, puts it in. Hightower hanging all over him. Just real strong and steady there. Does not get rattled by the physicalness.
No, he doesn't.
To Petro. A lot of banging on the other end. That's
number 24, Haden Nigro.
A little ticky-tack there.
Little ticky-tack, to say the least. Says I'm an old Federal League guy. That was not a Federal League foul, I'd say.
No.
Or a Youngstown, what was it, Steel Valley? What do they call that? Yeah, it's All-American Conference now, the old Steel Valley Conference there. Of course, for you Browns fans, Boardman should be a familiar town there, right? Our old buddy Bertie Kosar. In fact, going way back, the old Leopard fans, I think Leopards in 1978 went 9-1. I think their only loss was to Boardman. It was a 2-year run, and we went 9-0-1. I think we tied Central, Canton Central Catholic, on a controversial defensive touchdown, something like that. We scored or didn't score. I was a little young for that, but Cotton Christop told me about that. All right, steal by Gross. Good pressure there by Seaman. Tipped out of bounds. 1:22 left here, third quarter. Bo Siegfried on the court here for Leopards. A couple of freshmen. A couple of seniors in Bolden and Seaman. And Will Aljancic with his stylish shoes there in the corner.
Those are some flashy.
He did not get those from his uncle.
No.
From his grumpy old uncle, maybe his young Uncle Mike.
Yeah, I can see Mike doing that.
Yeah, he's a little stylish living in Columbus. Yes. That's my youngest brother, youngster there. All right, so Leopards here, spreading out a little bit. Coach Siegfried likes to do this sometimes with the lead. Control tempo, up 8. Kind of a 2-1-2 set here. Let's do this to extend the defense. Hightower getting a lot away with a lot of hand checking right now. Bolden smartly bounces it off of DePietro. I'm sorry, Luke Ryan. Getting these names down here. 47 seconds left, third quarter. Leopards up 45-37. Inside to Gross, run a little X game there. He's going to get a little 3 seconds, gets it out of there. All right. Reset here, 34 seconds. All right, slows it down there. Of course, no shot clock in high school, so you can burn whatever clock you want to. $16 seconds left here, third quarter. Back out to Siegfried. 10 seconds left, and Coach Siegfried uses his second of 5 timeouts there. You know, kind of with the shot clock, what do you think? How far away is it for high school basketball, you think?
I don't think it's far away. The more and more you read, I think it's going to get here sooner than later. I like the shot clock myself. I like the pace of the game a little bit faster, but you got to take advantage of what you can take advantage of, that's for sure. And Coach taking care of it and taking care of the league here going into the fourth.
Yeah, I believe I got to get the right acronym. I think it's the NFHS, National Federation of High Schools. Mm-hmm. They set the tone, they set the rules and it trickles down. So I believe the last year or so they've kind of established some type of guidelines for a shot clock. I've seen some articles that the Canton repositories run some. It's kind of some things factor in. Besides the rules is cost. You got to install them, which aren't too pricey. I think they're run between like $1,500. That sound about right there?
That's about right,
You got to pay a shot clock. I talked to one of my athletic director friends. You're going to have to hire a shot clock guy, but those are minimal things. But my big thing is, we'll let this finish this game there. Lingenhold draws a foul. My big thing is I see games. In fact, my son played for Dover. Bob Onkennel, legendary coach, he loves to run tempo second half, and they'll burn a minute and a half second, and just pull it out. You see a lot of teams do that to control tempo, and I like to see even a 40-second shot clock just to keep you from holding the ball. And you'll see games once in a while where you see the real low scoring where a team will stall forever. All right, 8.3 left. Out to Bolden for three. Off the back iron, tipped around. Spartan ball, 3.6 seconds left. Roberts and Seaman check in defensively. Bolden with 3 fouls, and Nigro also with 3. Take a seat. Back Louisville will kind of play three-quarter court pressure. See who they get the ball in the hands of there. Hightower not in. Nor is Trey DePietro. Turnover, 2, 1 will. Well, 3 quarters in the books, 45-37 Leopards. Will Aljancic with 16 points leading the way. I'm going to look on the right side there. Haden Nigro with 12. A.J. Lingenhold, I think he was with 8th, right? And got the double digits left so far. Nice third quarter for Louisville.
Yeah, it was. What we said at halftime, they took care of the ball. They controlled the tempo for sure, and had a nice run there. And
yeah, 15-6 they won that quarter. And like I said, it comes down to turnovers, whereas Boardman probably close to double digits in turnovers, especially against the press. I don't think we had one turnover due to the press. Now, sometimes that happens in the half-court offense, running pick and rolls or whatever, that things happen. But the high school level, I know that just burns coaches to get turnovers in the front court. In the back court, I should say. 8 minutes left in the books. Hope a lot of you seeing there, Leopard cheerleaders in their festive garb, as well as the players, as the fans, all on their feet. In renovated Louisville Gymnasium. It's been renovated probably about 8 years ago or so. In the court there, Kevin Miller, I got to give a shout out to, I believe, All Ohio Flooring there. He's my friend down there, lives in Sugar Creek. They work out of, I don't know if Walnut Creek or somewhere near between Sugar Creek and Millersburg. They do NBA courts. So this court, they do March Madness courts. I've talked to Kevin a lot. And NBA courts, so we got the same guys doing this. Nice. All right, 4 high set there. Start the 4th. And work to get the ball. 15 foul for Boardman. So they got 1 more left to give. Louisville, pretty solid free throw shooting team, so. So it looks like triangle action, doesn't get it. Boldman with the ball. Dump into Lingenhold. Lingenhold going to back it in. Little baby left-hand hook. Looking good there. Little Christian Leitner post action there.
That's actually 12 for AJ.
12 points. There you go.
Good.
No good. Good contesting. Aljancic brings it up court. Ball reversed to Bolden. It's good for AJ. AJ has it. I think it's just believing in himself offensively. He's a nice kid. Ooh, the block and 1.
We'll take that one.
Yes. That was kind of pivotal because he goes the other way, draws a foul. Boardman's coach is not up on their feet at all, so they obviously didn't have too much problem with that. Nigro is 14 point on the night. He's going for 15. But like I was saying, AJ, great, super nice kid. He actually, I remember in the football season, he was a homecoming king, and he sang the national anthem before a football game, and also playing both ways, defensive end and tight end. But just getting that, that intense, I know he's intense, but just believe himself and have a little attitude out there. And I think you see it tonight. He's being confident with the ball.
A lot of confidence.
And when you have being confident with his size in there, I mean, that now you got to defend that inside. That's going to open up the outside so much more. 50-37, Louisville. 20-6 run here in the second half. including a 17-3 run, if my math's right there. Roberts on the defense. Hightower wins that duel with the defensive master Seaman there. 50-39, 6:30 left. See if Louisville. That's really the first time Boardman in the second half really kind of caught some trouble.
Yeah, press hard there a little bit.
And to be honest, you can see where when they have not got turnovers, they're struggling to score in the half court.
Yeah.
All right. Bolden brings it slowly across the timeline. Tip out there by Wright. Alvarico checks in for the maroon and white. I assume their official colors are maroon. What do we got there? Uniform?
Yeah, maroon and white there, and a little bit of black.
Leopards with their navy Columbia, feeds it in to Nigro, draws another foul. Just misses. Haden seems to be recovering pretty nice from
he
his
is.
15 points, looking for 16 and 17.
Number 3, Ben first, team 6.
Lewis will be playing Barberton at Massillon tomorrow in an all-day basketball shootout. Play at 3:15 as we hear the Leopards ring the bell. Nigro rings the bell. 16 points on the night. Tied with Will Aljancic with the team lead. Number 17.
Got the Magic's home of Rudy Sharkey.
There you go. Yep. And a couple, I think, was it Alvin Iverson? Not Alvin Iverson. Alvin Robertson, an old NBA player. Barberton won the state title back in, I think, 1977. Jack Reynolds, his son, coached at Glen Oak there and at Barberton. And a great team that some of you older basketball fans will remember. I slightly remember and watching the Magic carpet ride there. Hightower leaves it short. Rebounded by Nigro, pushes tempo. Rumbles, bumbles, stumbles, spins. And draws another foul.
Number 15, Hayden Zoran.
That's been Hayden. I've known Hayden since he's been young. It's always been he's younger, and he's evolved his game. To high school, even with better defenses, he finds his seams there and goes up strong. $18 points on the night.
Boardman, number 5, Brady DePietro.
Brady DePietro checks in. As the Leopards stretch their lead to 14 points, 5:44 left in the final stanza. Number 19 in the scorebook for Nigro. $15-point lead for Louisville. Alvarico takes it strong off the baseline.
It's a good take.
Louisville quickly gets it across. Hands off to Aljancic. Will with a 12-point first quarter, cooled off since then. See what Louisville does. It's about time when Tom wants to spread it out there. You can see him calling for the troops. Sometimes with your scores a little harder to hold back, to hold the guys in the stables. There's the familiar set they run, kind of an I formation at the foul line, and they'll run a little three-man action on the outside. We got a timeout there.
Full timeout.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. So when Joe Harold was your coach, legendary Joe Harold, son of Fred Harold, Timken legend, Joe was extremely successful in his short stint here at Louisville. Did you guys hold the ball much at all, or?
No, we never held the ball. No, we got after it. We were out and running. That was back in the UNLV days, the Loyal Marymount. We were definitely an all-press, go out and run team. Teams would try to hold it against us. West Branch was an example of that. We played over there, and that was always a battle between us, and they would like to run that four corners, and
Yeah.
that got frustrating after a while.
Now, I remember, speaking of West Branch, so Brian's senior year, they made it to regionals. Senior class of Brian in particular, John Aljancic, Bob Bolden, and Mark Gibson were kind of the key. And the fifth starter, I'm trying to think who would have been a couple of stars.
Bob Urich.
Yeah, and how did I forget Bob? Over right beside us there. We won't tell him that. No. But anyways, I remember junior year, so probably a better Louisville team, I'd say, overall. Todd Henney, Rob Arnold, Kevin Schaefer, kind of really balanced team.
Yeah.
West Branch had a extremely strong, both teams full of athletes.
Those are battles on the court and on the field, that's for sure.
Yes.
Baseball, football, and basketball.
Todd McElroy, who coaches at Canfield now. Conan Thompson, Scott Loudon. Boardman gets a steal, trying to prime the pump here, get a comeback.
Good hustle, Zach.
Zach's going to make him earn it on the line. Anyways, I remember that game you guys played at West Branch, and Joe surprisingly decided to stall at the beginning of the third quarter. And West Branch wouldn't come out and really pressure, and it burned a lot of clock. I remember at one point, Conan Thompson, who I played football with at college, I know we talked about it, but Conan would come out literally, I think they wouldn't start the 5-second count, whoever was officiating, until Conan pretty much put his hand on Bob Bolden there. But Leopards has a big late season win to win the NBC. All right, back to reality here. Brady DiPietro rolls in his first point of the night. Boardman cuts it to 12, 4:32 left. Matter of Louisville's going to be able to take care of the ball here in the last 4.5 minutes here. Down to 11. Gets it in the middle to Bolden, over to Seaman. And they get the reach. Seaman will go to the line. Boardman with 18 fouls. Actually, probably their 9th now. Let's see what it is there.
Foul number 15, Davey Zareen.
So this is the last one-on-one. So with, that's the nice thing. It's a lot harder shooting a one-on-one versus a two-shotter. That rim gets a little more width to it there when you.
More friendly.
Yeah, one-on-ones.
Back in the ball game for Boardman, number 2, Trey.
Definitely get in your head here.
Shooting 1-on-1 at the line.
4:28 left. Leopards up 54-43. Zach Seaman, who hit a three-pointer earlier this half. First shot, rattles around and in. Zach's dad, Mike, 91 graduate, threw a no-hitter for the Leopards back in the day. I played alongside his uncle Aaron. Misses a second, tipped out, recovered by the Spartans. Another shot by Tyler Bolden. He's definitely long there. Probably about his third or fourth block shot of the night. Brady DiPietro unsuccessful bringing it inside. DiPietro takes out of bounds there. So you're going to run the corner shot there. Oldest shot playing basketball, maybe second oldest, I pick of the picker. Just misses.
Nice defensive stand there by Bolden.
And couldn't get the fall there. Yep.
Yeah.
That was kind of a pivotal shot. Gets to 10 here. Boardman's feeling pretty excited there. Leopards withstand that. Louisville has 2 timeouts left. Boardman has 3. Louisville's going to go back into that 3-man rotating stall. A lot of hands off there. Hightower takes it strong for his 18th and 19th points a night. Boardman cuts it to a 10-point lead. And I'm sure Coach Siegfried not real happy. A lot of banging going on out there.
A lot of contact on the guards there, and a lot of turnover.
And I guess as referees, you kind of bounce, letting them play, but if you're going to let a team push around the backcourt like that, you're asking for a lot of trouble. Yeah, asking a lot, and a lot of frustration from the bench there. So just under 4 minutes left here in the game. Boardman had a 31-30 halftime lead. Louisville stretched it out, I believe, at one point to 15 points in a big second half. Boardman's kind of got back into a couple turnovers there in the last minute and a half or so. What do you think is key here down the stretch here?
As we said all night, just taking care of the ball, look for good shots, and it's going to come down, as every basketball game towards the end, free throws.
Yep. And holding the ball. The one thing is holding the ball, you can burn clock, but sometimes you get out of rhythm.
Yeah.
And it kind of, oftentimes it works. Sometimes defense kind of get aggressive, and you got to counter if they're overextending yourself. I remember, like you were saying, when I played at Dennis Tucci, not the best era of Louisville basketball. You're a little thin there, but big talent. But we would try to hold the ball. I always did a similar style. It's kind of tough sometimes when you're out there in the island. Gets to the middle, Lingenhole. Lingenhole hands off to Seaman. Same spot as Seaman got mugged there.
Ticky-tack there.
Gets, yeah.
Go to the foul line.
And Brian and I have seen a lot of basketball. I will say, from the stands, it looks pretty easy officiating.
Yeah.
On the court, there's so much you can call and don't call, and it's all so fast.
It has to be the toughest sport to officiate. You're never right, no matter what.
Yes. You can get every
crowd's right on top of you.
Yes. And I will say I have pretty patient with breath because I've done some, and Seaman makes 1 or 2, 5th point of the night.
I know being on the football sideline, we can't talk that much as coaches.
Yes.
These basketball coaches get away with.
Yes. Well, football, the referees for the most part insulate. You hear from the coaches, but it's such a big field. You really don't hear from the stands. Everybody cries about pass interference, but basketball, everybody's on top of you. Everybody knows everything in the stands, of course. And just try reffing once. I mean, I officiated in the fall, even just 5th and 6th grade. It's hard enough just, what do I call? What don't I call? At this level, bigger bodies that take up space, it's having that balance. 3:15 left. Louisville up 11. If they call that on the floor or if it's a shooting foul. Looks like he's asking to call in.
Looks like Hightower was shaking up on that play a little bit.
Yeah, they're subbing in. Carter Mraz is coming in. He's going to get the shooter. Something tells me, we don't have the stats, but something tells me Carter is a pretty good shooter.
They're looking at the right ankle of Hightower over there. They got this band out.
I seem to remember, I think against the Alliance game, Coach somebody got injured. I'm not sure if it was Haden or we had a couple guys banged up, but Bo came in and shot the free throws, and he buried them. Just like out in the driveway. Mraz rattles the first one home. 10-point lead. See if the Spartans going to try to get it to single digits, which it hasn't been here since late in the 3rd quarter. Hightower lipping back, it looks like to check in. 56-47, 3:15 left. Spartans cut the lead from 15 here a couple minutes ago down to 9. Louisville breaks the press. Haden, Nigro, Seaman, Lingenhole, and Aljancic on the floor. Nigro holds it out. Haden saves it. 2:53 and counting. He runs a double team at Nigro. Coach Siegfried burns a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout. Probably not what exactly what to do, but having a 9-point lead is definitely a lot more comfortable. Turnover down to 7.
Yeah. A little out of rhythm here coming down the stretch.
And like I said, burning clock, and we see it in football. Heck, we see it in football all the time. When teams burn clock, it's about to burning clock and losing your aggressiveness. And we'll see. It'll be interesting to see because Boardman's obviously going to come try to put more pressure, maybe with some double teams, see if we see through those, whether we burning clock or hit that guy cutting the hoop. And I know a lot of times we're seeing the stall there where those 2 guys, one of them will dive down at times when we hit that double team. Shasley says Louisville faces Barber tomorrow over in Tigertown, Massillon, Tigertown, a 3:15 tip. And then Tuesday, they host Norton, the 21st, and they come back on Thursday and host, actually they travel to Talmadge. And then they got Hoover on December 30th. So nice holiday run here. Louisville throws it into Siegfried. Try to throw to Will Aljancic over the top. Siegfried faces some pressure here. And late but correct call there.
Yes.
And Bo will step the line for 2.
Foul number 12, Luke Ryan is third.
Scoring right now for Louisville, Haden Nigro leads them with 19 points. Aljancic with 16. A.J. Lingenhole with 12. Bo looking for his first points of the night. For Boardman's led with Hightower. Blue Jays 19. Bo misses the first.
Back on the ball game, number 1, Anthony Hightower. Number 2, Trey DePietro.
Trey DePietro has 11 for our Boardman.
Now on the ball game,
Chase Mueller set to check in here for Bo. Siegfried here on the make there. Holding up for the shooter. 2:37 left. Leopards up 9. Siegfried nails a second.
Now back on the ball game, number 13, Chase Mueller.
So the Leopards with Mueller, Aljancic, Bolden, Lingenhole, and Seaman. Nigro takes a quick seat. 10-point ball game. Louisville is in the double bonus and has a foul to give on the other side. Cervella. Hightower takes a deep 3 off the back iron. Rebound by Bolden. And what's the call there? All right. That's a call that could, I don't know if that's kind of, he could have called the foul for getting pushed out there. Yeah. So for the ref, that's a good bailout to call that out of bounds.
Big rebound by the Leopards there.
All right. Offensive, defensive substitution. Put their foul shooters and ball handlers in there.
Number 3, Ben.
Just throwing a little flashlight is up. Look deep there. Inbounds to Aljancic. Back to Bolden. Up court to A.J. Lingenhole. Jump stops. Nice job by A.J. seeing that floor. Leopards spread it out here. See who they're going to look to foul. Another guy in the corner. Nice feed to Bolden. Aljancic pulls it out, draws a foul. Nigro did a good job there. The corner's the death there.
Yeah,
you got
tough place to get the ball.
did a nice job of finding Tyler Bolden at the nail, the foul line there.
Yeah, you don't want to hold on to the ball in that corner. Trap him.
Yep. Aljancic steps the line. Broke out with 12 points in the first quarter. It's up to 17 now. I think he hit, what, 2 or 3 threes in the first quarter? Three threes. Hasn't taken too many since there as the game, let the game come to him. 11-point lead, 2:04 left.
I've noticed that tonight with the Leopards. They're a very unselfish team.
There you go.
Good ball movement. Everyone's getting involved.
Aljancic rings the chimes twice. 12-point lead. Under 2 minutes left. This looking a little zone action. Nice dish inside. Aljancic blocks the shot. Trey DePietro. Big stop there. Bolden brings it up. And that might be a big nail in the coffin there.
Yeah.
Yep. Seaman turns it. And is he going to give him it? He counts it. That little NBA action there. So Trey DePietro picks up his total to 13 points. 10-point lead, 1:32 left. He's at the line to cut it back to single digits. They ran back in for Boardman. See how Louisville handles the pressure here. They've done a good job second half. Nine-point lead, 59-50, 1:32 left. Boardman has 2 timeouts. Louisville just 1, so not a lot of bailout left there if you call it timeout there. Into Lingenhole, back to Bolden. Brings it hard up court. Back to Lingenhole, underneath the Nigro. Skips it out to Siegfried. And we got to reach and put your shooter back on the line there.
Leopards doing a nice job with AJ coming to the ball and starting that press breaker.
Yeah, maybe AJ seeing the floor well and just handle good poise there.
Like Coach Birch from Boardman was a little upset. They wanted to deny that pass.
Yeah. And a lot of times your bigger guys, you don't feel comfortable handling the ball, but AJ has really did a stellar job tonight, being under control, seeing the floor, and he's pretty much been perfect on his completion percentage. 10-point lead rolls up to 19 points on night, matching Haden Nigro. Misses around the rim. DePietro brings it up quick, goes up strong, gets a roll, 8-point lead. Boardman takes time. Well, that's when I know Coach Sickery wants to at least make him burn some clock.
Yeah, that was a quick transition there. They needed to get a little ball pressure, stop the ball getting up the court.
And get them to turn it here. So 1:12 left. Louisville leads 60-52. Both teams have one timeout left. See if the Leopards can get a good inbound and get across half court. Boardman really needs a turnover here. Got to the 8, which is their closest deficit since mid-late third quarter, when Louisville went on a big run. 17-3 run to turn a 1-point deficit and a big lead there. Louisville run an X game there. Struggling to get it in. Just at the last second to Bolden, who draws the foul.
Coach Birch from Boardman pleading for a jump ball there, but it was clearly a foul.
Yeah, well, he almost had. That was about 4.6, I'd say, on the hand count there. 5-second inbounds. Bolden heads to the foul line. Leopards pretty solid free throw shooting team with shooting the double bonus. Off the back iron. Also in a shout out here in the last part, Tyler Futo, son of one of our producers, Rob Johnson. Tyler's 21st birthday today. He's actually serving in the Army since he graduated in 2020 down in Fort Hood. So happy birthday, Tyler. Hopefully the Leopards can deliver a present. Petro off the back iron. I don't know what happened there, but Leopards will take it. Haden Nigro draws the foul.
Might have got away with a walk there, but we'll take that.
Yeah, sometimes they're doing trading a little paint before that,
yeah.
So maybe no call both ways there.
Yeah.
So Tyler, hopefully you're going to catch this game.
Coach Birch thought the same thing, I think, and
that just might about do it there.
Yeah.
Leopards going to line up 8 with 57 seconds left. Now they got a technical, so now they're shooting 4 free throws. They're going to get the ball. So
yeah.
There's time to plead your case. That's going to put a lot of, that's going to pretty much call it a night, I think.
Yeah, that's not good. I would imagine he said something extreme over there to draw that technical that quick. I really didn't see.
Yeah, refs are going to give you a lot of leash here at the end of the game.
Yeah.
There. Haden, I'm going to might be shooting all 4 here. This is the first. Rattles home the second. He's got 2 more to shoot here. Now this will tell you, this is different in high school. When I played high school my junior year, played Glen Oak, and that was when some years where you'd have the odd even numbers. Glen Oak wrote the wrong numbers in the book, so we got 5 free throws. Now, if you do it, if you have a wrong number, you just get 1 free throw, I think. But now they got 5 free throws. Eric Matty hit 4 of 5, and we almost upset the Golden Eagles. Lost, I think, by a bucket or so. All right, Nigro knocks down 3 of 4, up 11 with the ball. That was a big turn of events that puts the Leopards in great shape here. 57 seconds left. Nigro will trigger the inbounds. Gets it into Bolden. A lot of hand checking, and there's a turnover there.
Smart play. Smart.
Boardman taking some time shooting up. Nice jump shot, in and out. Pulled down
Nice
by
rebound
Nigro
by
again.
I think Bolden got that rebound. He's last 3 rebounds there. He's
He's
playing well on the defensive end.
going up like a man there. 34.9 seconds left. Louisville looks like they're going to improve to 5-1 on the season. 63-52. Haden Nigro leading the way with 22 points on the night. Drains the first. Chase Mueller checks in for Bo Siegfried. 12-point lead here. Nigro dribbles again. Drains it. 65-52. Down to 30 seconds. DePietro goes strong. A little shuffle. Let him get away. In and out. Puts it back in. 11-point game. And delay. I'll tell you one thing with Haden. I coached Haden in 8th grade a couple of years ago. Haden, this is at pressure free throws. We were down 2 points. I think it was against Canton South, undefeated Canton South or something like that. Haden hit 2 free throws with like 1 second left to tie it.
Nice.
And then in overtime, I think we were down 1 in pretty much the same situation. 1 or 2 seconds left. He made 1 or 2, but that rim gets extremely tight when the game's on the line. And you make them, you win. You miss them, you lose. So Haden's, even at that age, could shoulder a heavy load there. I think he had about 30 that night. Made me look a lot smarter. Inbound Aljancic goes up for the easy 2. Gets up to 21 points.
Saw Coach Siegfried call that right off the bench. He looked at Will and told him to go deep.
Yep. Leopards don't foul.
Timeout, Louisville.
Tom Siegfried going to call timeout. Get some guys a quarter there towards their Letterman. So we got Kyle Vesley, Aiden Weimer, Tate Aljancic, and Carter Dusky, and our senior Saber Lemoyne. All right, Vesley will trigger the inbounds. Now Aljancic looks like he's going to run the point here. As we wait for a delay, I'm not sure if we have a full timeout. We had a full timeout. We just want to sub in there quick. We need to get a commercial break in here, right, Jake? There. All right. 11.3 left. Into Dusky. Up to sloppy turnover. Hightower deep from the cube, buries it.
Let the clock run out there.
Cuts the lead 8 for the final score here in the Louisville High School Gymnasium. Louisville Leopards come back from 1-point halftime deficit to defeat the Boardman Spartans 67-59. Well, for Louisville, it's kind of the tale of two halves in terms of handling ball pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think the Leopards did a great job the second half taking care of the ball and limiting on defense, limiting Boardman to just one shot. It's a nice rebound. We don't have the stats in front of us, but I think Louisville did a great job on the boards tonight.
Yeah, very minimal offensive rebounds for Boardman. And Haden Nigro led the way, I believe, with 24 points. He's not on our scoreboard right now. Will Aljancic with 22. From there, actually, they're both out at the end there. So I think Will was up there and over 20 there as well. But really, you could argue maybe the MVP of this game might have been A.J. Lingenhol. He had 12 points, I believe, but really did a good job. I think in the second half with the pressure, he was the man in the middle that they got it to, and he was on target the rest of the game, breaking that press.
Yeah, AJ had a nice little run there going into half to close the gap down, and then played really well the second half. Defensively rebounding, like you said, helping the guy in the middle and help breaking those press. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's something that doesn't go in the box score. You're not going to see him making good. You see the assist, but he wasn't throwing assists, but he was assisting and breaking the press, which really plagued us in the first half. So him doing that not only for this game, but I think it shows down the road there how we can an answer for some of these press teams that are going to pressure and try to cause problems for us. He did a great job there.
Yeah, it's he's a definitely a three-sport athlete. So, just coming off football season, just really probably just getting his basketball legs underneath him and, getting back into basketball form. I thought he played really well tonight.
Yes. Very strong, taking up, got to the foul line as usual. He draws a lot of fouls, and he did a good job. Aljancic kind of spurred the first quarter, kind of answering a lot of turnovers. He had 12 first quarter points. Haden kind of took over from there. AJ sprinkled in, and good all-around team effort. Tyler Bolden really did a job defensively, rim protecting, to be honest. Probably had about 4 block shots.
Exactly. And like I said, down the stretch there, some big defensive rebounds, start to transition and keeping them off the boards.
All right. Well, we appreciate you listening. We're going to talk to a few Leopard athletes here in just a bit. So, final score here on a hot Friday night in the Louisville gym. Louisville Leopards 67. Boardman Spartans 59. Leopards improved to 5-1 in the season. Boardman drops the third straight to go 3-3. We'll be back just in a little bit.